Maybe he wasn't the man that I thought he was, but I was sure he was a good man. We were soon married, and I became Madame Jacques Sanger. And we began our married life in his small cabin, at least for the winter. The king's gift to us was very generous. We received an ox and a cow, 2 pigs, a pair of chickens. We also received 2 barrels of salted meat and staples such as wheat, peas, and lard, in addition to the promised dowry. That was a wonderful opportunity for us both. Now, food was different in New France. We had turkey, bison, elk, rabbit, venison, many varieties of fish and seafood, vegetables like potatoes and squash, beans, corn, pumpkins, many berries, and a variety of different nuts. The food in France was pretty good, but the variety that we were going to have in New France was pretty exciting. When I cooked with cast iron pots, bronze, and also copper, and I cooked over an open hearth. My Native American friends, my new friends, were pretty curious because they roasted their meat outdoors and they cooked in earthen pots outdoors over open fires. In the late spring, following our arrival, we left Ville-Marie with 10 other couples in deep canoes, and we headed up the river, up the St. Lawrence. We were known as Cueilleurs de Bois, runners of the woods. We looked for a suitable place to settle. We arrived at the edge of a great lake. Great body of water where there was a fort which would soon become Fort Frontenac. We were very close to Lake Ontario, which in Iroquois meant beautiful water, beautiful lake. The native people there were called Algonquin and Huron. We developed some good trade relationships with them, but not with the Iroquois. All they wanted to do was wage war. They were not friendly with us. Life was hard enough where we were, let alone having to worry about the Iroquois bothering us. And for a woman in this land, being left alone when my husband was gone was not a comfortable thought. Once we settled in the fort, we had a surprise. We were about to become parents, which under these circumstances could be hard, but it was also a lot of happiness involved with that. Jacques and I, in our 11 years together, we had 7 children, 4 sons and 3 daughters. Unfortunately, Jacques only lived to the age of 41. And I'm still not sure how he died. One day he left to go look for animals because he was a fur trader, but he never came back. I knew when I married a fur trader that the possibility of his death was either by freezing to death, drowning, or maybe even having a disagreement with another fur trader or someone else. How he died, I'll never know. But I do know that he was a good, loving man. Our children are now grown. Some of them have married and have children of their own, or expecting some children. Again, to populate New France, Quebec. Thank you.